Hello Collective, this is Richard the Urban Warlock here. I'm going to do a no hashtag, no context reading. It's probably going to be about 3 parts. I just want to see where it goes. When I do these, I don't know where it's going. I don't know what the message is going to be, and we're just going to kind of build up the story from there based on the cards. So I'm going to start off with the present spread, okay, and then we're going to move to the future spreads. As I always say with tarot, please don't forget that tarot is not fixed. There are a couple of fixed cards in there, so by that I mean the universe says it's got tap and no way around it. But for the most part, it's not. So if anything does come up and you don't like the sound of it, guess what? You can change it. It does mean putting in effort and work, but you can change it. So we're going to start with the present spread. Some of it will have recently happened. Some will be in play now. Some will be coming up in the next couple of weeks or so. The present's always going into the past. Right, okay, so some quite powerful cards really to start off with. So let's get started. So we've got 2 Wands cards first off. So Wands relates to the element of fire. We're generally talking about taking some kind of action. Now we've got the Ace and the 2. So Ace is about bringing in a new energy, okay, stirring up some excitement, stuff like that. 2 is about making a plan moving forward. You've got the chap there, he's got his globe in his hand and he's looking out at the scenery, surveying the scenery. He knows, because we've got the Ace and the 2 here, he knows what his long-term goal is, okay, and he's starting to make a plan, okay. Alongside that, we then got the Magician. Now, for me, the Magician is the manifestation card. He holds all the suits on his table there, cups, pentacles, wands and swords, infinity symbol above his head, okay. This is either a really good time to start manifesting what you want, okay, or your manifestations are started to come into play, okay, it started to play out. We'll see where it's going, so let's continue, but looking really good so far. Okay, we then got the 9 of Cups in the reverse position. So Cups relates to water. We're talking about something on an emotional level, okay. Now, 9s are reflection cards before we go on to 10 and close down a cycle. Life runs in cycles. Minor Arcana runs like a standard deck. So we start at Ace, we seem, we get to 10, close down the cycle, we start a new Ace, okay, and life goes in repeating patterns like that. Now, in the upright position, you've got the chap there looking proud of himself. He's collected his 9 cups along the way. Now, I'd normally be saying in the upright position, you're looking back and you're knowing your worth and you're saying, I gave everything. In the reverse position, you might be feeling a little bit kind of like feeling sorry for yourself, for want of a better phrase. Now, because of these other cards here and the next card coming up, I don't want to go there. I'm going to go slightly left field. Now, one of the things that you read if you're studying tarot and you read the books is in the upright position, it can often talk about him being a little bit smug sat there in his chair. Because it's in the reverse position, I'm going along the lines of, although you've been through quite a lot on an emotional level and you're going off in this new journey, you're not smug about it. You're being quite humble about that, okay, and the experiences that you've gone through. Because most of those cups would have been filled with nasty stuff and you've had to drink it, you've got through it, okay, and rather than going, yes, look at me, I'm this amazing person, you go in, do you know what, that taught me a lot. You know, I understand and respect and appreciate the lessons that I've learned from that, and I'm gonna kind of appreciate that although there were tough times, although there were hard times, I got through it, okay, and I'm gonna remember that as I go through to keep myself grounded. We then got the Queen of Wands. So with the court cards, I should mention that you know, they can represent energy within ourselves or somebody else around us. I believe this is this collective here. Okay, this is you watching the video. This is about stepping into your power. Okay, stepping into that feminine power and saying, I understand who I am now. Okay, I understand what my boundaries are. I understand what I'm willing to accept, what I'm not. And I'm going to push forwards, okay? I'm not going to settle for second best anymore. And this is something that I try and drill into people in my private readings, is that, you know, if you're not asking for the best, well, if you're not getting the best, why aren't you asking for the best? And if you're not, you know, asking why you're not asking for the best, keep questioning it until you get to the point where you go, I should be asking for the best. I deserve the best, okay? So yeah, it's about stepping into your power. If you've not done that yet, like I say, it is going to come in within the next kind of week or so. So, sorry, I keep getting it, and then I see I've got my thumb on it, but I keep being drawn to the next one. Let's just, I'm going to pull 2. I'm going to pull 2. I've never done this before for the overall outcome, but I'm going to pull 2. Right, okay. So, right. The next card is the Knight of Swords in the reverse position. So swords relates to the element of air. It's generally speaking about the way we think and the words we use. Now, With the knights, they don't have the knowledge or experience of the kings and the queens. They're more so than pages, but they're more about forward motion. Now, this knight is rushing in. You'll notice the horse is galloping in. It can indicate saying something quite letting it out without thinking. Okay, or it talks about news coming in, fast-paced news coming in. Now it's in the reverse position, so we're talking about that being held off. Okay. It's either that you're learning to think before you speak, okay, and not rushing in and kind of going on the attack, for right or wrong, or it's that because you've been waiting around for something and it's not happening, you're kind of taking control of the situation yourself. Like I say, this is collective, so please take what resonates, okay? We then got the Five of Cups in the reverse position. So again, something on an emotional level. Now, in the upright position, in the standard Rider-Waite's, this character here is in black. They're in black because they're mourning. They're mourning the 3 cups that have fallen over, okay? They're not seeing the 2 cups that are behind them. That talks about a new opportunity, okay? Now, in the upright position, you're kind of in the thick of it. You're too focused on what you've lost. In the reverse position, we're starting to realise that, there are other opportunities out there. And as I always say with my tarot, we don't have to take those opportunities, but being aware that they are there, it can often give us a bit of a boost, a bit of a lift. So there is some forward motion. You are going in a new direction, and you're starting to move away from kind of past grief, for want of a better phrase. Obstacles or blockages that you've been facing. Let's have a quick look. Drawn to you. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse position. So Pentacles relates to the element of earth. It can mean money and finance. It can mean non-financial wealth. So when I say that, it's what you're investing time, efforts and energies in. Now, again, aces are about bringing in a new energy. And with this being the investment suit, it's about focusing on what's my long-term investment. Okay, so if we were talking about actual money, it would be saying, right, what do I actually want to invest my money in? Okay. Or, if it was a relationship, okay, what is my long-term goal out of this? Okay, now, for me, relationship-wise, being a Taurus, I want long-term, okay, I want soulmate, divine accountability, kind of long-term goals. That's not for everybody, okay, and that is perfectly fine. If there's some of you out there might be a bit like, well, I don't want that, you know what I mean? If you've been through kind of separation or divorce or stuff like that, things like marriage might not really appeal to you anymore, and you might want something a bit more casual. You might want something to be, a bit more friends with benefits or something along those lines. Now, like I say, it's not for me, but if that's what you're looking for, that's perfectly fine. Just make sure that the other party is aware of that, okay? Now, yeah, it's in the reverse position, so it's like you've been holding off a little bit on deciding what you actually want long term, okay? That's kind of slowed things down. Like I say, I'm not overly concerned because all these cards are saying that you're going in the right direction. Removing any blockages. Okay, we've got the Four of Cups in the reverse position. Now, similar to the 5, this is about opportunities. Now, in the upright position, you're the chap under the tree, focusing on the 3 cups there. Stuck, bored, jaded, fed up. When's things going to change? When are things going to turn around? That's a cloud, that's hand, that's another cup. So that talks about new opportunities. Now, in the upright position, it's very much can't see the wood for the trees. You're so focused on your current plight, your situation, where you're at, that you're not seeing that, there's other stuff around you. As I always say, control the variables. If you can change something in your life, do it, okay? If it's completely out of your hands, release it, right? When it's in the reverse position, we're starting to see that we need to make those changes, okay? This is how you are going to change the situation and push it forwards. Like I say, I'm not overly concerned because it's looking quite good. I'm going to go to part 2. It's going to be 2 months down the line.